I don't think there was any doubt we were going to come back. We forgot the pain almost immediately from Transcordilleras, which was last year, 2024.
The amazing thing about this race is every year they completely change the route. So it was like, it's just the perfect excuse to come back to Colombia, explore more of the country and enjoy the race again.
Last year they got the wrong flag for me and I got really cross because it was English. I had an English flag on my number. So this year, they made sure they had the Scottish flag, but then they also gave it to Mark. So, both Scottish.
Hola.
Buen dia.
Just starting the ride to the ride. 2 miles to the start. It's uphill. Trying to ride as soft as possible. And I told myself this morning, when everybody fucks off and goes like shit off a stick, I'm not going to make the same mistake I did in Cross Andes. I'm just going to ease into this climb and hopefully I'll catch a load at the top. That's the plan.
I mean, do you even think that's a reasonable expectation for you?
Yeah.
Given your track record of...
No, because I think back when I was first 16 hours of the Cross Andes, I felt dreadful.
Okay.
And that's because I went too hard.
Yeah.
The first 2 hours, and I paid the price.
So keep that in your mind as
Yeah.
you're setting off today.
Friends that we met last year, pretty much all of them are here again. So we had this rebonding, this sort of sense of comradeship, sense that we're going to share these 8 days of purgatory, pain, suffering, and the elation of finishing every day and then talking about it afterwards.
It's because of luck, like.
I know. How are you? Good luck, huh?
Yeah, you
Have
too.
a good day.
You okay, Brian?
How are you?
Yeah, good, you?
Very good.
You're looking fit, my friend.
Thanks, man.
You're looking really lean.
Thanks, bro.
You must weigh, what, maybe 15 kilograms?
55.
55, holy shit.
Yeah.
55? When I weighed 55, I was maybe 12 years old.
Ciao.
You're gonna rock. I know you are. I'll see you later, my friend. And eat some more.
I think in Transcordilleras, you almost see more of Colombia than a lot of the Colombian people have seen. The race was created by a group of friends who wanted to give people that experience of riding gravel and road in parts of Colombia they would not normally go to. And it's why we enjoy it so much.
Check out that view!
I think I'm gonna put my gilet on. It's a bit cold, isn't it?
It's a bit chilly up here. Yeah.
We'll get into that.
And that black cloud there is why we've come early, because the Paramo, you do get rain in the afternoons. I can actually see Lake Tota. You see it?
Where?
This year Transcordilleras was different. It was slightly shorter, about just under 900 kilometers, But we also went up into the Paramo more. We had more high altitude riding, which created its own challenges. The Paramo in Colombia is mountains that are above 3,000 meters, and they have a very special flora and fauna. The climate is different, it's much cooler up there, and obviously on a bike, cycling at those altitudes is much more difficult.
Been riding 5.5 hours. I've already done 72 Ks. It took me 3 hours to do the climb. And today's one of those days where it's just been purgatory. My body is just not playing today, so I remember having a bad day last time, but it wasn't the first day. So I'm hoping this is my only bad day. It's just so hard. Oh, it's so frustrating. The gravel is so rough, even descending is exhausting. Oh! We're in the Paramo now, which is above, well, we're at 3,500 meters, and we actually ride about 80k through this, and we're in the clouds. It's cool, which is good. Oh, man. I looked at my Garmin, it said 72k. Fucking hell. Oh yeah, last year we didn't see any mud. Today it's been muddy, really muddy. So when you've got to really rely on your bike, it's full of shit. Man, I'm fucking dying.
One of the challenges this year was the first day we went up into the Paramo, and we didn't just visit the Paramo and come back down again. We were up there for 80 kilometers of high altitude riding, and that was a real challenge. When you're riding altitude for a long period of time and you're not fully adjusted, I mean, we'd been in Colombia for a couple of weeks before the race, and we'd stayed at altitude. We'd been staying up at 2,600 meters, and we'd been riding up into these high altitude areas, but we hadn't been staying there for long periods of time. And for the first couple of hours at altitude on that first day, I was fine.
Amazing this climb, right?
Amazing climb. But we've been climbing for 23k. Solid. But as you stay there for longer, it takes more of a toll on your body. I started to get a really bad headache, and then I started to have really bad nausea.
Just had to stop and give my body a chance to catch up, because I am really struggling. I've got really bad nausea. I feel like I'm going to black out. Like 1 kilometer, I'm climbing all the time, like all the time. And 1 kilometer feels like really Herculean effort now. So I'm on a climb which has got 4k to go. And I'm gonna have to rest on my way up here because, yeah, it's finishing me off. I'm at about 90k, so 40k to go. And hopefully some of that is downhill. We'll see.
Tomorrow's a new day, we'll get home, we'll get back, get washed, changed. Do you want to get something from the chemist? Your stomach? It's 4 miles to the hotel. Can I get your taxi? Oxygen saturation?
Yes.
Yeah, that's low.
My resting heart rate is really high. That's
Yeah, it will be.
nearly 70. Normalmente 45.
Estás bien. Ok, tienes un poquito entonces.
Transcordilleras has a group of medics that are with the race. Sophia, one of the medics, was fantastic with me. She came and checked all my vitals when I was being sick, and the next morning she was like, well, I'm going to make sure that you're okay to ride. I need to check up on you, check your vitals, make sure you've eaten, make sure you haven't been sick in the night if I'm going to let you ride again, because altitude sickness can be quite serious.
First day, it's not gone well for Caroline and I. I had a purgatory day, just brutal day. Survived, got to the finish. Just everything was conspiring against me a little bit. Really rough. 80 k's at 3,200 meters, which will test anybody. I don't like a dirty bike, so I've had to have them in the shower. We did have a hose pipe, but it didn't do the job. So I've just taken the bikes into the shower for a bit of TLC. How was yesterday?
Interesting. I guess as difficult as I expected, minus the lack of understanding of elevation and what it feels like for us people at sea level. But the landscape here is beyond outstanding, and it's pretty much what I came here for. And my invited friends, Amani Toomer from the New York Giants and Joel Cepeda.
I think I did like the first 20. I didn't the whole thing, but it was fun.
So you're smiling. Yesterday you weren't smiling so much.
Yes, well, because I was eating every time I got a chance to eat something, I ate everything. So I feel like I'm fueled up for today, and now I fueled up for tomorrow, and I'm got to take that seriously.
Hey, it's about having fun, isn't it?
We want to be. We would enjoy it.
Austin, describe to me quickly today's route.
What, pretty flat for the first like 100K. I think we got one little climb. It's like 8K long and 300 meters maybe or less, and mostly pavement. I think almost 2,000 meters of descending overall, and what, maybe 1,000 meters of 1,500 meters? Yeah. Hopefully the group stays together. It's fast, and we get it done in what, less than 5 hours would be awesome. I don't know.
We've got that big climb, haven't we, after 20 k's?
It's not a big climb.
But do you think that's going to be enough to split the group?
Depends on how anxious everyone is to put down the gas. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully we can all stay together, but you know, who knows? Might be a group of 40 or 50, or might be a group of 20 or less. I don't know. We'll see. Stay in the draft.
Oh, hello. Good morning. How are you, Mark?
Living the dream. Ask me about 120k.
Okay.
Will not be the same answer.
On the second day of the race, I had quite a serious mechanical, which could have been a lot worse. My front skewer came loose as I was descending on a really, really rough, long descent. And I had no warning at all. I hadn't heard anything or felt anything prior to the wheel coming loose. And all of a sudden, I was aware that there was something wrong. I started to brake hard, but as I was braking, my front brake disc, the wheel came so loose that the disc caught into the brake blocks and threw me off.
This is Santiago. He was out on a bike ride, very randomly came across me lying in a heap, and has helped me to take my bike so that I can at least finish the stage.
Hello. Yes, we're
Fucking hell, darling. You okay?
Yeah. I have some stories from today.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a few.
Well,
Cut slick.
I finished it. Caroline's crash. I was like, fucking hell.
Yep.
It could have been a lot worse.
Could have
mate.
been a lot worse.
Yeah.
Did Frank see you?
Yeah, he saw me at the finish.
I mean,
He didn't. He said, "Oh, Caroline's crashed." Didn't soften it up. So I immediately went, "Fuck." But he said you were all right. So,
I
muchas
mean,
gracias. Okay.
I'm
perfect.
really lucky that I could finish.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's going to come in a minute, but a guy called Santiago stopped, and he was just out for a ride. He's from Bogota, and Juan here as well. And they stopped and helped me to take the, well, I didn't do it, they did it. He took the brake off the front.
Yeah. Ah, just took the whole caliper off.
Took the whole thing off so that I just could actually ride.
So you rode just with the back brake on.
So I've had
sets.
50k of no front brake, just back brake.
Wow.
And at first I was like, oh, really scared, going really slowly, walking down the steep bits. And then after a while I kind of realised like what the braking power was with just one brake, and I was a little bit faster, but it was still pretty scary. But yeah, you can't make it up. You can't make it up.
Let's have a look at that. That's a good bit of battle damage repair, I have to say.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard like yesterday, but it's still painful. Those climbs is unforgettable. But we are taking the recovery. You're having fun.
Did you like those little climbs at the end?
Oh, at the end, you know, the Garmin just said there were no more climbing.
Yeah.
I suffer a lot.
Garmin lies.
Yeah, it is worse than a shit.
But you look good on your wife's bike.
Ah,
Yeah?
we choose it. We choose it together.
I rode my bike today, Brian.
No way.
No, I rode it
Okay.
as opposed to being a passenger. Yesterday was a passenger.
Yeah.
Today is mucho mejor.
Okay. Did
And,
you enjoy it?
Yes.
Vamos.
We've been here before, yes? For the triathlon.
Oh, it's true.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you come?
Fish.
Good. Your machine. Yeah?
Has your ice cream got cheese on it?
No cheese. In Colombia, they put cheese on ice cream. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. So no cheese.
Is this gonna be your fuel for tomorrow?
Hope so.
Is there bananas in there?
Yeah.
Have you just had a plate of pasta and...
Yeah. The concept of the race is point to point. Every stage is a point to point. So you have to stay in a hotel that's provided by the event organizers, or you can sort out that yourself. What that means is that you have to carry everything with you for 8 days. You can't just drop stuff off here and there. What day is it today?
Day of the week, no idea. It's day 4 of Transcordilleras.
I don't know what day it is either, actually. To be fair, I don't care.
No, I don't care either.
Once you've survived the physicality and the mental torture of each stage, you've still got to have clarity of thought. And when you're riding at altitude, you get brain fog. So when you finish, there's still a lot to do. You've still got to administrate yourself and your bike. In whatever town you're at, you're looking for somewhere to clean the bike. That's certainly my priority first, is to clean the bike and then clean Caroline's bike. And in every town, there's somewhere you can clean the bike. Somebody will do it for you, you can do it yourself, it's entirely up to you. And then you've either got to wash your kit by hand, because it needs to be dry for the next day. There's not necessarily washers and dryers anywhere, so you have to wash them in the sink. You've got to improvise sometimes drying your kit, because at altitude, in some regions, it will rain in the afternoon. So there's all these things going on in your mind, and being conscious that you've got to eat properly for the next day and get your feet off the floor as quickly as possible. So when you finish, you're all just moving around, we're texting each other, or we found a wash point. This is a great place to go. This is a great place to eat. There's cheesecake here, that kind of stuff. So everybody's helping each other out when they've crossed the finishing line. Fucking hell, that's really wrapped up.
Oh, yeah.
You've not had much luck, have you? Not had much luck.
No.
What was your situation in the last 45K?
Luckily, I was feeling a bit bonky.
Yeah.
And it was Flavia and Ulysses.
Okay.
Ulysses, what a wonderful rider he is. He's beautiful, smooth, very efficient, great descender. I fucking latched onto them.
Nice.
And I was clinging on for dear life.
Yo,
What's that?
that was next level.
Man, I have to say, Ulysses, if I'd have not seen you on that descent, I'd have maybe been half an hour behind.
Oh.
You're a fucking weapon on the front.
Dude.
You're so strong.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful descender as well.
A group is always better than just one or two.
But thank you for letting me have your wheel.
No, thank you.
I was hanging on for fucking dear life.
Company.
Oh man, Flavio, well done.
How are you getting on with that shower there, guys?
Doji,
Primo, people pay for this shit.
the Colombian shower.
Nice.
We had a really muddy section where people had to get off and walk with their bikes. Everyone, not just pack markers, everyone had to get off and walk.
Three hours this morning of Colombian wetlands. Really tough. Mud and grit, and some of it so thick we couldn't ride it, we had to walk.
Transcordilleras tests absolutely every component of your bike and your bags and your body. And one of the most amazing things is the Orbea Terra was just so bomb-proof. That bike is so well designed. It put up with everything we threw at it, including that horrendous mud day.
And
Super strong. You're super strong, Michelle.
when you went up that climb, I was like,
This guy saved my life. He saved my life because I thought I was going to snap the chain.
I know. When I hear the noise, I know.
I learned a lesson now. Always carry oil.
And your what's better with the
Yeah.
oil that
I put it on and I was like, oh! Yeah.
makes it.
So then after I had oil on my chain, I could actually ride my bike. Before that, I was just like, I don't know what to do. I'm going to snap it.
Yeah, my chain was the same. And I had oil on me. I should have just put oil on it.
I mean, I faffed around a lot in that mud. I fell off, and the place where I fell happened to be a freaking, what we call in the army, a bastard bush. So I've got thorns everywhere. I was bleeding. All my open wounds are just covered in
Shit.
I hit the other side of my leg, and there was so much we had to walk. I mean, that 80 whatever K has taken me, I don't know, 5.5 hours.
We've only been riding a week. I mean, yeah, I've been riding a bit before, but brake box, take a battering, nothing on there at all. Probably another 50k in there, so we've changed them this morning. A bit stressful. It's rubbing.
Yeah, so
Simple job.
going into stage 5, so we're basically halfway through.
Good? ¿Cómo estás? No sé, algo comí. Some food? Something happened. I was taking lunch and go to the bathroom. But today it's okay.
Today, mejor. Desayuno?
It is amazing to see the skill and strength of the women riders coming out here. It's such a tough race to actually race it. And to see them, you know, just fighting out, it was inspiring, and I learned a lot from myself from riding another week on that tough gravel.
less than 10k to go.
Yeah! There's definitely a huge sense of camaraderie amongst the riders. Everyone's in it together. It's like this little bubble, this family of people that moves around the country, and everyone helps everyone with everything.
Just relax. Nice breaths, yeah.
When I came to this race, I wanted to do as well as possible. I was here to race, and every stage I was racing. That said, I would never not help anybody else, and the same for other riders with me and some of my incidents that I had. I had problems with my cleats on one particular stage, problems that would never present themselves normally. And every rider that went past shouted down to me. I was trying to fix my shoe. Are you okay? Do you need a hand?
Hey champ, how you doing? You enjoy that mud? Have you stopped for drinks and coke yet?
No.
Okay, I'm going to stop at the next shop. What do you want?
I'll have Coke and water.
Okay, one of each? Okay, see you in a bit.
There's definitely a massive element of camaraderie in Transcordilleras, more so than I think I've experienced with any other race of any other sort in the world. There's never a sort of feeling that you can't talk to other riders or help other riders. Everyone's in it together, everyone wants to help everyone. Every time I saw somebody stopped with a mechanical or a problem, I would stop and put a foot down and say, are you okay, do you need anything? Good deal. We need to give him the number for the physio. He's got a bad knee.
Dolor de rodillas del principio. Mira, tengo que hacer sangre. Casi me va la cabeza en la cacheta. Bien jodido, feo.
¿Se cayó?
Sí, botó dinero, lo ayudamos.
So today it's day 5 of Transcordilleras. We're doing El Sifon, which is one of the highest peaks in Colombia. It's we start immediately with a climb. I turn on my Garmin and immediately said start climbing. It's gonna be a 2,500 meter climb of 45 kilometers, sorry. And it's gonna get cold and maybe rainy, so it might become a sufferfest, but let's see how it goes.
I do need to stop and put a G down. And I'm almost speed bumps. At some point, pretty soon, it's getting pretty chilly, but all good. I've actually just passed Mark. He's not feeling good. He's got a really sore back. It's always a bit disconcerting when I see him on the route. It's definitely not what I want to see.
So over 8 days, you have this peak and trough. You have the mishaps. I had a big crash on day 4 when I think I broke my ribs, in a lot of pain. Not on that particular day, but then the next days. And one day, I could hardly ride, and it was one of the longer days. And I knew that I was going to be in a lot of pain and discomfort. And I remember finishing and just thinking, thank God, this is over. I sat down, and Austin, who I rode with last year, he's here with his family and he's got 2 young nieces, and they came over, they sat beside me, and within 20 seconds, they changed my whole outlook to just switch me out of this self-pity and remind me of why we do what we do. And those are the memories that I will remember the most.
Oh, look at that, beautiful.
Transcordilleras.
Looking good?
Good pictures.
Thanks.
Yeah, we're going down tarmac for at least 20 minutes from here, and then we get to the bottom, and then that's where the race starts.
Yeah.
It's a really nice, decent climb, beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the scenic is, well, the views are beautiful. Yeah, it's good gravel. Yeah, good gravel. And then you get to Palestina. We descend on a, once again, 5 road, quite decent. Then a little climb. It's not even 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then we descend again to where the next and last bit of gravel is. And it's actually probably the best gravel that I've seen. Yes. In that last bit of gravel, after that lake, the good gravel finishes. And from then on,
Shit gravel.
Colombia is back.
bonito.
We're here in Tamassus. It has been such a wonderful night. The vibe in this little town is super cool. They were so excited to have the race here. Everyone was so welcoming. Saturday night activity here is the cowboys and girls come out on their horses, and it's kind of like a display, but they just trot around the town on these amazing horses. It's so beautiful.
One of the things about Transcordilleras is that it's just such a massive variety of different types of riding, from altitude differences of 300 meters up to 4,150 meters, rain, mud, lovely gravel, really rough gravel, and then some stages that were entirely on the road. So you have to be prepared for all the temperature variations and all of the surface variations. This year we had one stage, it was entirely on the road, and that was up and over El Sifon, which is the longest road climb in the world and goes up to an altitude of 4,150 meters.
Enjoy it, girl. This is your stage. This is yours.
And that was one of the days I actually got on the podium. I felt so strong that day.
We're filming each other filming.
I'm not going to stop. Feeling good. Still got a bottle and a half. Done about half of the climb. So, although it'll be a slower top half, it'll also be cooler. I think I'll be all right. We're getting really high now. It's getting really hard to breathe. Just saving energy.
Nice, go and give it a tug. Go on, let me get the stick. Whoa, let me get the stick. There we go. Is that nice? Yeah. Well, you can chew it if you want.
¿Cómo estás?
Cansadito.
Cansadito. Nice gravel today, though.
No legs, yes.
How was that route? Amazing.
The ones that I like. No suffering.
Short, huh?
Beautiful, short, fast and furious.
Fast and furious. Awesome. Good job.
It's hard to really articulate why Colombia is such a beautiful place to ride a bike. The riding itself is exceptional. When you arrive in these towns that even Colombians have not visited, and they have this sense of community all around the church, families everywhere, children everywhere, enjoying each other's company. It is an amazing experience to be able to share that, and when the Colombians see you, they just want to show this off.
Bonito, Bonito. Y hermosa.
¿En la qué?
Aquí, hermosa.
¿Qué?
El pueblo.
¿Ese pueblo? Ah, es que hablando de ese pueblo un poquito.
What I'd really like to see is more UK riders at this event. We saw a lot more from Germany and other parts of Europe, but no more riders from the UK, which was slightly disappointing. And so the aim for me and Caroline is to try and encourage people to come out and really enjoy this event. It's something really special.
My race on Transcordilleras this year was almost like a race of two halves. I had two such bad days at the beginning with altitude sickness and then a big crash that I essentially built through the rest of the race. But I didn't get sick again. I did have some more crashes, but nothing too serious. And I just sort of felt stronger as each day went on. But yeah, my overwhelming memories from Transcordilleras again this year will just be the people that I rode with, the friends that we re-engaged with from last year, new friends that we met out on the course, new friends that we met in and around the hotels in the evenings and just shared Colombia and this amazing experience with.
I'm here with these two gentlemen who've just smashed Transcordilleras 2025.
My second one.
Sum it up in 3 words.
Beautiful.
Mauricio?
Brutal. Fucking extra hard. And with a golden finish. Trying to kill us today.
Yeah.
Short but sweet.
Final sticker, the final stage, where this very lovely gentleman.
Jardín. Felicitaciones, lo lograste.
Muchísimas gracias. Look at that.
Where?
Hardest earned stickers ever.
The other thing to mention as well is that the organisers are cyclists. They're totally invested in you. They're totally invested in you making sure you finish, making sure your bike is working. They will pull out all the stops. They're on that finish line for hours, making sure that you're safe and that you're comfortable. And again, it's a testament to Mauricio and his team.
Cafecito para empezar, última etapa, Transcordilleras. Nostalgia, pero a la vez contentos de terminar esta gran travesía.
I think this race will be the jewel in the gravelling sort of crown. I think it's going to transcend and supersede other events. I have no doubt in that. And I'm not getting paid to say this, it's a fact. And I think this race, you'll have difficulty trying to enter it at some point. And I think that will be very, very soon.
Have you finished? Yeah, is that okay? Yeah? Alright, don't mind me.